Sleeping with Sirens have risen from their slumber with an ending in itself. Their first new track in about 4 years. I was massively into these guys about 10 years ago during their peak. I checked out their Audio Tree performance a couple months ago and it blew me away. It was really nostalgic seeing some of those older songs be played today, and Kellin's still got some serious chops. So when I saw this drop, I was keen to check it out. A lot of people say they're washed, but I'm here to see for myself and see if they still got some juice left in the tank. So yeah, my expectations are pretty low for this one. I'm not expecting anything amazing. I know Kellin can still sing seriously well. With this being a produced track, like maybe it will sound even better than the Audio Tree because, you know, that was a live performance that was mixed. But yeah, I seriously don't know much about Sleeping with Sirens anymore. With ears to see and eyes to hear, and Let's Cheers to This were classics. Nothing I've heard from them since then has really moved me. As an older Sleeping with Sirens fan, I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised. Let's find out.
It's so not to give up when you've got everything to lose. You make believe, no eyes can see, but I can see.
Ooh, Eyes to See, is that a ode to their latest album? To their early album? It's still got a banging voice. It's a nice lead line. Liking the groove. I'm getting a bit of an old school vibe to this that I'm liking. Strong chorus, vibey, bouncy, good production, crisp. I think I prefer the verse though. The verse is really groovy, really bouncy. A bit of a teaser breakdown there potentially with that screen. I called it. I knew it was going to be a breakdown. Ooh, a bit of whammy guitar there. I like that beat switch up there. I like the video as well, it's nice and simple. Use of orange and just basic colours. It's nice in the eyes. I don't know how old Kellin is, but he looks good for his age, however old he is, because I know he's definitely not young anymore. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised, which is what I was hoping. It was a safe song. It was Definitely a callback to some of their earlier stuff, which makes a lot of sense. We've seen, Pierce the Veil, their sister band, see some serious success. So it makes sense for them to retro that sound and give the people what they want, essentially. What impresses me the most about this is Kellin's vocal ability. He sounds the best he's ever sounded, really. I can't really criticize his voice. He can still hit those piercing highs. It's nice to hear him scream as well. I don't believe he did the screams originally. I think they had a separate screamer. So it's very cool to see that he's learned to scream, or he's just screaming more. And yeah, I was loving that lead line and that verse were the highlight for me. I did think the chorus, it wasn't weak. It just wasn't super strong, which I don't mind, because it made it a bit more old school. Like they weren't trying to be this new wave of like octane core. They're just retroing the sound that they pioneered with Pierce the Veil. So I think it was quite a humble, honest song, and it's cool to see them still doing it. They deserve to still be doing it. They didn't go on a long hiatus or anything. I think they were still touring. They've been a staple of rock in the post-hardcore scene, and they've had a lot of hate over the years. They've been criticized quite heavily, but I think they're due some respect, really, because they've been such a mainstay for so long now, really pioneering that post-hardcore sound in the 2010s. Yeah, I think they do still have some juice left in the tank, to answer my question earlier. I'd be hyped to hear a new album. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to be as excited as I was in the 2010s. It's definitely not my kind of music anymore. It's more of a nostalgic, almost guilty pleasure for me, but there's a place for it, and I think that it's going to connect with people at a younger demographic for sure. They're definitely in that gateway category of people slowly getting into heavier music, more guitar music. When you've listened to metal as long as I have, you crave something a bit more heavier, a bit more of an acquired taste. But yeah, I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Kellin looks and sounds great. They seem like a healthy band. And yeah, from that audio tree, if you haven't seen that audio tree, check it out, because it was incredible. Kellin absolutely rips. I suppose that's what you get when you've just been touring consistently for 10, 20 years, however long these guys have been doing it now. I'll definitely check out the new album. This is obviously the lead single, so hopefully we'll see a song better than this. I didn't think it was a wow song. I think it was a, hey, we're back, this is the kind of stuff we're doing now. Yeah, I wish they stayed at the sound longer. I get that they tried to branch out to more pop pastures, but yeah, there's a real craving for this sound now, and I think they'll see some success. I don't think they'll see the hikes that they did, but I think there's definitely still some potential with them. And Pierce the Veil, it's almost like a superpower to have a band that you're constantly associated with. It's so impressive that you cannot mention Sleeping with Sirens without Pierce the Veil, and vice versa. And you have so many bands like that, like Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy. You have like Linkin Park and Limp Bizkit. There's many of them, and I think Sleeping with Sirens have benefited from that. I just want to check how big Sleeping with Sirens are compared to Pierce the Veil. So Sleeping with Sirens have 3.4 million monthly listeners. That's quite low, actually. I thought they would have more than that. And Pierce the Veil have 10 million. Wow. So they're like 3 times as big. And they were neck and neck for so many years. But yeah, there's something about Pierce the Veil's blend of post-hardcore. I think it's that Latino sounds that Pierce the Veil incorporated into the post-hardcore that makes them a little bit different, whereas Sleeping with Sirens fall a little bit more into that generic sound. It's a little bit about Pierce the Veil. I was always team Sleeping with Sirens, oddly enough, but I've grown to really respect Pierce the Veil. But yeah, it's good to see that Pierce the Veil are doing so well, because Sleeping with Sirens would definitely benefit from that with tours and what have you. It was nice on Instagram. I didn't listen to the song, but I saw the comments of just lots of people being very supportive of Sleeping with Sirens comeback, which is really wholesome to see. And I definitely want to be on that board. I don't think they're washed. I think that they have been disrespected, maybe because of how high-pitched Kellin's voice is. He has been a bit cringy in the past, but it's water under the bridge. I think he's a serious talent. Sleeping with Sirens collectively have talent, and time is what they have under their belt. They've done the time in the scene. Let's see when their first album was. It was I'm going to say around 2009, which is very long for a post-hardcore band. Yeah, their first album was 2010. I mean, not quite Silverstein levels. Around 16 years is a long time as a band, so I think they're due some respect. That's the angle I'm going to take on this, but that's just what I think. Let me know what you think down below. Do you think they're washed? Am I wrong? Or does Sleeping with Sirens still have juice left in the tank? Are you excited for their new album? Sleeping with Sirens versus Pierce the Veil. Pierce the Veil win the popularity contest, but who would you pick? If you made it this far, give this video a like, think about subscribing, and we'll catch you in the next one.